Konnichiwa, and welcome to Tsuki no Ame, where we try Japanese snacks and treats. Today we have two snacks to try from Boxu. So these are the Sumire Miso Ramen potato chips. I feel like the name kind of says it all. They're potato chips. They taste like miso ramen. They should be really pretty good. I am looking forward to them. I tend to really enjoy Japanese potato chips, so I am really excited about this one. We are also going to try, this is the Takumi Zarame Senbei. I'm not sure how this is going to go. This is, it's a rice cracker with soy sauce, but it's also covered in Zarame sugar, so brown sugar I have the culture guide right in front of me, and that's kind of what I'm getting from it. I'm not sure how this one's going to go. We're going to see. It's going to be interesting, but I am very curious to find out. So with all that in mind, let's get started. Itadakimasu! So starting with our Sumire Miso Ramen potato chips. They smell pretty good. Appearance-wise, I don't know, they kind of remind me a bit more of a rice cracker. This is going to be interesting. All right. So there are a couple different styles of potato chip that you get. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Kicking in. One of them is more of what, at least for me, comes to mind, where it's slices of potato that have been fried. And those have been really amazing. I have loved those so much. But then you get other ones. And this is definitely one of those other ones, where it feels like they took potatoes and followed the path for making rice crackers. So it tastes very much like potato chip, but texture-wise, it really isn't. It's also, despite being very thin, it's a lot firmer and crunchier, harder to crunch than a rice cracker. Texturally, I'm not a huge fan. Flavor-wise, though, it does taste like ramen. It does have a lot of those good notes. It's kind of on the spicy side, and it does have something that kind of lingers and kicks in on the back end. They're not bad, but they're not my favorite either. I think we've had much better potato chips on the channel. Part of it is admittedly due to the texture. But yeah, if you have access to them, I wouldn't go ahead, try them. They're not bad. I just personally would not actively seek these out. I prefer a lot of the other potato chips that we've had. So moving on to our Takumi Zarame Senbei. I'm going to be honest, the last time we had something like this, it wasn't super great, and I don't feel very encouraged about this. We're going to try, though. We're going to see. Here's hoping. It's okay. I don't know why, but both of these have... This is literally the hardest rice cracker that we've had to bite into. It didn't actually, I finally had to kind of bend it to get it to break off. The crunch was very difficult to get through. It was not a satisfying one either. We've had a lot of rice crackers that were actually really satisfying crunch-wise. This was not it. Flavor-wise, it's okay. I was mostly getting the sugar notes. I feel like we've had better. I feel like we've had a lot better. Honestly. Gochiso-sama. So to recap, I can't exactly recommend hunting down either of these. Like, if you have access to it and you want to try it, then yeah, sure, they're not nasty or gross, but they're also not great. We tried our Sumire Miso Ramen potato chips. Flavor-wise, they were all right. Texture-wise, though, it was like they took potatoes and followed the recipe for rice crackers, which, at least for me personally, not nearly as good as the far simpler recipe of just slicing a potato and frying it in oil or baking it. Both work. I'm happy with either. Yeah, not my favorite, but not my favorite. We also tried our Takumi Zarame Senbei, which was actually difficult to eat because it was just so hard. It's not very crunchy. It's certainly not a satisfying kind of crunch. The flavor is okay. The flavor is okay on both of these. But I'm definitely looking forward to trying some other things in the box. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today. If you like my shirt, link for that is down in the description below. And please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Ja ne.